Hi, guys. Good afternoon, evening, wherever it is that you are. Today is June 29th, 2025. It is 2:20 p.m. Just remember that my energy pools are timeless, so whenever it comes across your screen, it is for you. Always take what resonates and leave behind because they are collective energy pools. And y'all know the way I do my thing. I give you the channel message and I verify it with the cards afterwards. This message is for my people that are already spiritually inclined, as I always say, and please take a moment and time out of your day to read my disclosure or disclaimer if you're new to my channel. Okay, okay. So, guys, so this is a good one that I got this channel earlier today at 11:23 a.m. 111-222-333-666-555-444 are significant to this reading. A black, red, white, green, gold, white cars are significant. Somebody has a F-150, somebody drives a BMW, a Cadillac, a Mercedes, a Tesla, a Nissan Altima, a Toyota Corolla, a Toyota SUV, a Nissan Sentra. Somebody drives a Range Rover or a Hummer, maybe a Jeep. This is for a nice bulk of people. This is for people that are spiritually inclined. I must say again, the number 144 might be significant. If you see any of those numbers, you drive any of those cars, then take that as a confirmation. Okay. And not just if a confirmation don't come specifically that resonates with you, that doesn't mean this message isn't for you. However, when I say specific things of that sort, it's because somebody likes to fish, and that's very broad, but you've been fishing within the last week. Okay. That's for somebody. And it's broad, but however, like sometimes you will catch something, like you might hear the color of your car, the name of your car, you might been seeing one of these numbers, and then when I pull the clarification card, you might see your letter, you might see, things of that sort. And I'm just explaining that because I know some people are newly on their journey. And of course, I tell you what I'm channeling. Okay, now let's get to the message. And yes, and that for somebody else, get you a notebook and write down your channel. Somebody drives a Cadillac. Get you a notebook, write your channel messages down so that even if you are not somebody that's on a platform displaying them, you have them also for yourself. A lot of people that do go through their spiritual awakenings, you are led to start sharing and utilizing your gifts because it makes them stronger. It makes you stronger. It makes you sharper. And like anything that you are studying and learning, utilizing it helps you get better with it, helps you get more comfortable with it, and all that type of thing. But we are all human. So sometimes it's hard to remember every download that you get. So it's a good thing to just get you a notebook and a pen. That's for somebody. That was the first thing I did. Like, that's the first thing when I was learning. And somebody said, look, get you a notebook and start writing this stuff down. So I'm like, perfect, because, day to day stuff we forget. So get you a notebook. Okay. All right. So the, the channel message I have is, the way to teach a fool or a group of fools that their foolish ways only make them look foolish is to play along. Is to play along, play the fool. Oh, damn. I keep trying to reword it in my own way. And another thing is somebody is having issues with speaking up. Somebody is amongst a group of people that they don't agree with necessarily everything they're doing and saying. However, to make life easier and to blend in, they just go along with it. Somebody has a black eye from a domestic fight, domestic abuse, and no, that's a no. Leave. Or the person that is being triggered. Okay, I'm getting two scenarios. Somebody got a black eye from somebody that is physically abusive to them. Leave. And another thing is somebody that deliberately, and it doesn't make it okay for you to allow it, but this person knows that their mate has an issue with violence and controlling their temper. And that doesn't make it okay, but where it comes wrong at is when you purposely poke the bear to trigger them because you want them to attack you, so you have something to hold over their head so you can control them. Like, you be with the shits. So you purposely make them mad to make them want to fight you, and then y'all fight, and the bruises and stuff you take pictures of so you can say, okay, well, if you do this, I'm going to go to the police with this, or I'm going to do XYZ with this. So for both of y'all, the person doing the triggering is sick, diabolical, and you need to take your medicine. And for the person that can't control their temper, you need counseling. A black extended SUV, and not SUV, truck. I don't know if it's an expedition or what, but it's a longer one. Is a nice truck. That's for somebody confirmation too. You need to control yourself. You need to learn how to control your emotions so you can. That is a generational curse that you are being led to break. Is being physically abusive to women, and that's for a man, okay? And I don't judge. Everybody has curses, and some of them are inherited from confirmation, from your bloodline, from your ancestors, that you are supposed to be breaking. However, if you cannot gain control over your emotions, then you are going to keep being able to have somebody to push your buttons and expect that reaction and keep blackmailing you and holding stuff over your head. And a gold or bronze, whatever looking car is significant, and somebody drives a van. Okay. And for the one that does not do that, and you are in a you're in a relationship with somebody physically abuse you to control you, you need to leave. That's not love. Love does not black your eye. Somebody has pink eye, and somebody has a something going on with their left eye, like it keeps jumping. All right, that's some confirmations for a few people. Okay, so but anyway, I'm gonna read it out to you again. The way to teach a fool or a group of fools that their foolish ways only make them look like fools is to pretend to be the fool that they're assuming you to be. Okay, and then that song by Tupac where he says, "Shh, be quiet. Tonight is the night." I don't even know the song or the words, but that's significant for somebody. Somebody was just playing that. Somebody played that a lot. One of y'all ancestors used to like that song. Somebody is a big fan of Tupac. Somebody's ancestor is a big fan of Tupac. But yeah, listen to that, or somebody it has resonate. However it resonates for you, take it. Um, you have to be willing to save yourself. You can call your ancestors and all that stuff, and they will assist you. You can even pray to God, but they can do a lot. But you have to be willing to put in the work too. They can't just come and magically snap their fingers or wave a wand and poof, you're out of the situation. You got to be willing to move and take initiative, and don't be scared. Sometimes your biggest blessings and come ups comes with you standing up and facing your fears and doing something so easy as leaving, walking away, and just trusting your confirmation yourself opposed to what you're comfortable with. And that's for somebody. Okay, so I'm going to clarify this, and then I'm going to give y'all some clarifiers, and then I'm going to get out of this message so I can get to um the next message. So, let me see. Ancestors, what do we want to use to clarify? Angel numbers, letters, zodiac sign. Somebody likes the color pink. Somebody wears a lot of white. Somebody has cynicales, or those the dread looking braids. I don't mean to be rude. I don't know what to call them. Okay. Okay. So, zodiac sign, letters, and um, this could be a current situation. Now, this is current, real time situations. Pisces is significant. As I said, you're being triggered. You've been going through a tough cycle. You're needing to heal. Somebody's been having chest pains, like literally. Somebody's heart hurts. This is what else? Let me take those. Okay. Somebody's a Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. So we got a Pisces and a Leo. The one that raised you is not your biological parent. So somebody's adopted. Take it how it resonates. This could be you. It could be the person in your energy. I'm going to use these cards because it has states and little statements that they want you to hear. And then I'm going to use these. And then we will get up out of this energy. So I could get to the next. Somebody, oh, okay, Pisces again. I'm seeing. Oh, somebody's tired. They're tired of going through this circle that I'm going to say cycle of events that they're going through. I feel like walking away, somebody's having trouble with because they're feeling guilty. But if the person that you are attached to makes you feel guilty about walking away, knowing that y'all are toxic for each other, knowing that nothing good is coming from y'all situation, when do you choose you? At what point do you realize that that's just somebody trying to control you using emotions. And somebody uses blood magic, which also helps keep that control over you. Walking away will help you walk into some blessings. Once you walk away, that's what you get. Everybody has their own road to take. You're feeling tired because you need to recharge. You've been working hard. You need to take a break. Okay. Ancestors of our highest good and our light, can we get some stand your ground? It's time to act on those thoughts and say them out loud. Be honest about how you feel. Let them know that you are not for it. Somebody's a drama queen and they do heavy drugs. That's what I mean. Lash out and fight. You're going to see a zodiac sign of one of your ancestors come out. Or one of your ancestors is either a Pisces or a Leo. Take it how it resonates. The person that they are talking about is somebody that you are legally tied to. Confirmation, double confirmation. The person you currently date or the one you just met is in a legal marriage. They want you to be number two. Or the person that they're talking about. The person that they're talking about that is physically abusive to you is man or woman. One man's getting triggered by a woman, which does not make it okay. And being abusive to women, I will repeat, is a generational curse that you are supposed to be breaking. And then for the other one, the female that needs to leave, that the man just uses that as a tactic. He's horrible. He's miserable. He's mean. He's a bully. He's not going to stop. He's just a dark soul. You need to leave because leaving and walking away from domestic abuse is a generational curse for you to break. You need to close that door and not look back without any guilt. Colorado is significant. You could be from there. They could be from there. Y'all could live there. North Carolina is significant. You could be there. They could be there. Somebody could be from there. Take it out of your resume. Person and energy is a karmic film. You read tarot reader. They use tarot reader. Okay, so somebody in the energy is a reader. They use the cards to manipulate the energy to get what they want. Basically, if you don't know how that works or you want details about it, and that person drives a red car, a red Toyota, might be a Toyota Sentra. That person that I'm speaking on, that is a tarot reader, drive a red car, a red Toyota, maybe Toyota Century. Take it out, it resonates. Toxic. And they was toxic before you decided to marry them too. It's up to you what you're going to do. God got you. But you need to have more faith. Yes, the message is for you when you see them. Don't stop second guessing. Is that really for? Yes. God hears you. Your ancestors, they don't approve. That message you've been wanting to send to speak your truth, go ahead and send it. Somebody's a Sagittarius. Somebody wants to speak to a sibling that don't know about them, but they know about that sibling. You know about the sibling, but the sibling don't know about you. It's been weighing heavy on your chest. Go ahead, speak your truth. Speak your truth. Okay? Somebody ran, and it's a Sagittarius. You need to change your perspective. Perspective changes consumption of knowledge. Look for a different viewpoint. Find the lesson in the situation. Sagittarius. Take it how it resonates. Somebody drive a gold truck, a SUV. Somebody rushed into something. You need to start taking it one day at a time. Rushing does not do anything. Somebody just started going through awakening. Congratulations. You have gifts that will be activated through this process. You have arrived. So somebody has taken a step to step away from the crowd they've been running with. No, it wasn't easy. You're going through a spiritual awakening. I said you are a part of a public bloodline. So somebody is known in the public, somebody is seen on a platform, somebody is well known to the public, but you are a part of a royal bloodline in spirit. You are a divine energy. Again, if you have a platform, you will gain this exposure. If reverse was, excuse me, if you have a platform, whether it's good or bad exposure, I have no idea. Somebody's from Tennessee, and it says you are the problem. The person being read on in this energy, you have a toxic wage. You need to confess to those you wronged and start a new phase. Clear your chest. We hear you. Your prayer is conformed. Somebody has conformed to the people that's around them, and you are on the break of changing your ways, but you got attached to a female that's very toxic, and you conformed to her. So your ancestors are saying they hear your prayers. Somebody's looking for a way out, but you have to be willing to take acknowledgement of the part that you played, because you were a problem, and everybody's been a problem before. But you have to, in some way or form, take accountability, right your wrongs and keep it. And again, somebody's physically abusive, which is a generational curse. Somebody's in Aquarius. New York is significant. Your ancestors dislike that very much, and that's for somebody. And another way I'm getting it is your ancestors dislike your Scorpio. Confirmation: if somebody is dating a Scorpio, the Scorpio was the wrong choice. Sun, moon, or rising zodiac sign Scorpio is disliked. They're the wrong choice. They're spoiled, and they try to isolate you, and they're very angry. They're angry. They isolate you. They're very spoiled. They're the wrong choice. So take it how it resonates. Don't forget, this is a collective energy pool. So if you know you're dating a Scorpio, they're abusive or anything like that, wrong choice. If you are a Scorpio, your person is abusive. I'm getting it so many different ways. There's an abusive woman that antagonizes a man. There's a man that's just flat out abusive. There's somebody that just left this group. It's like a whole coven of people. And this is speaking to multiple people within this group. It's like nine people that hang around each other. Like, out of these 9 people, it's like 2 couples. Okay, but it's like an open relationship. Somebody lives a polygamous lifestyle. Somebody's from Maryland. Okay, and it says, go get a personal reading. Details don't need to be told to everyone. Ancestors and your spirit team recommend a private reading. Do not use a recommended reader. Do not use a reader recommended by the people that's around you. Find you a different reader. And I'm going to go through these again. We got Maryland. I'm just going to show you the zodiac signs in the state, and I'm going to close that up. We got a Scorpio, New Jersey, Aquarius. This can be sun, moon, or rising. This is for people that are already spiritually inclined, and y'all know your birth charts because you study other people's birth charts. That's for somebody. Tennessee, Sagittarius, North Carolina, Colorado. Somebody's a spiritual practitioner. All right. I'm being led to do some letters and age now. Somebody's been feeling real sluggish and down. All right. B, first, middle, or last initial. V, first, middle, or last initial. You, your person, or somebody in this coven. We got an A, first, middle, or last initial. You, your person, or somebody that's a part of this coven. Anybody in this energy or has anything to do with this reading. Ancestors. Q, you, your person. We got an L, you, your person, or somebody in this reading. I got a D, you, your person, or somebody that has to do with the situation. H, you, your person, or somebody has to do with the situation. A M, you, your person, or somebody that has to do with the situation. Oh, shit. Excuse my language. I, a G, a N, a T, C, a X. I keep hearing B, so I need to pull that B back out. Again, A. We got an R, we got a J, and a, okay. B, there we go, come back out. I keep getting a U. Okay, anybody? A P? I'm gonna go over the letters. A E, a O. Okay, so I got a O, a E, a P, a B, a J, a R, a X, a C, a T, a N, a G, a I, a M, a H, a D, a L, a Q, and somebody has a W. I'm hearing Williams, Omar, Bethany, Brown, Turner, Xavier. First, middle, or last initial, or your first, middle, last, your person, however it goes. Take it how it resonates. You might be the person that is the fool. You might, 21, you might be the fool. It might be the initials of the person that they thought was a fool. 25, 36. Somebody has an 8-year-old. Somebody's 54. Somebody's 34. You, your person, or somebody that has something to do with this. Somebody's 37. Somebody's 32. Somebody is 45. 39. 17. 46. 13. 52. Somebody got a 15-year-old. Somebody got a 17-year-old. Somebody has an 11-year-old. 40. 42. 44. 20. Somebody in their 90s or your ancestors in their 90s. 38. 31. 29. Somebody's in their 80s or your ancestors in their 80s when they passed away. Anything else? Backwards. Somebody's 57 or somebody passed away at 57. It was reversed. Okay. 24, 50, 59. So we got a 50-year-old, 59, 24, 57, or they passed away at 57. 80s, somebody in this energy or your ancestor. It's a grandma that do, it's a grandma that practice, it's a spirit, a grandma that do voodoo or something of the sort. They were one of these ages, either in the 80s or 90s. 44, 29, 31, 38, their 90s, 20. That 30, 13, the one that's grandma that's living that's like in their 80s or 90s, they do voodoo, and there's somebody's grandparents or ancestors is in their 90s or 80s when they pass away. 42, 40, somebody got 11-year-old, 52, 46, 39, somebody got 17-year-old or they messed around with a 17-year-old, 30, 45, 32, 37, somebody told you that they were grown, they looked older, but they was really 17, so they could set you up and blackmail you. 34, 54 is actually a partner that set that up. That 17-year-old and your partner knows each other. They deliberately did that so they can control you and extort you out your money. 8, 36, 25, 21. If I was you, I would get a lawyer and save all the messages where you were told that they were older than what they were. Somebody been saying 666, 911, 111, 1717. Your ancestors are very, and a cycle is closing out. Anything else, ancestors? Okay. So we got 1515, 1717, 111, 911, 666, and they're wanting you to look up the meaning of the last 4 digits of your social security number. So look up the last 4 digits of your social security number and see what the meaning of it is. It's a lot of numerology has a lot to do with life, period, and the way of life and what you were here to do. I mean, from your birth date to your social security number to the numbers that resonate with you that you see a lot, the numbers that often come up no matter where you at. Maybe sometimes when you play your numbers, if you play, somebody played a lottery, when you play your numbers, maybe sometimes when you're buying stuff, a lot of times when something's on a sale, it shows you that same price a lot. But whatever it is, you need to look up the number. I'm glad to get my shadow cards. All right, somebody's being cautioned. It says don't have sex with somebody in the dark. Maybe that this is coming up. All right, if somebody just got out of a relationship and you know that you got a toxic baby mama, if somebody random start inboxing you, anybody that tries to randomly reach out to you, confirmation, and meet you, to date you, make sure the age that they are telling you is correct. Make sure that they are truly above the age of 18 before you do anything. Another situation is somebody got something they can't get rid of and they're not telling you about and it's in their blood. It's an STD. Pay attention. This, okay, well, this one's not deadly. So somebody got cut on the lights. Okay, scratch the last part. Somebody got herpes or something going on down south. And herpes can grow inside of your vagina as well. I'm glad to tell you that. So be careful. Don't be putting your mouth on everybody. And another thing is, that's how you can get it without texting. Somebody's car was in a wreck. They had silver Chevy Malibu, and you got a dent on the left side of your car, maybe by the front or the back door. That's significant. Or the person that might be trying to pull up on you that's not really 18 might drive a silver Chevy Malibu. Take it how it resonates. But somebody, you need to be careful. Don't jump on every person that you meet because somebody's trying to set you up. They're doing things to move they're self-serving because they will get you to sleep with this underage girl and they will sit there and play you. This is for somebody that's chosen. Exactly. Gossip. Overly sexual. They know you're overly sexual. They know they can set you up that way. They will record it and gossip and threaten to show everybody what you did. They're gonna extort you. Be careful about meeting people online. And if you already did that and you're going through that, it was plotted and planned to happen to you like that because you're overly sexual and you don't listen to your own intuition. Because whoever you are that already been in that situation, first of all, the person that is doing that to you already did it to somebody else. So if you listen to the warnings of other people, if somebody drives a black, what is that, like a black newer model vehicle, like it's a newer model SUV. Some of these are upside down. Let me straighten them out. This one is already backwards, so somebody's healing their ego. Okay, and the saying no is a part of you healing your ego. Just because it look good don't mean it's right. So yeah, people are diabolical. Somebody got a really, really nasty, salty baby mama because you were not faithful. Your faithful is in the reverse. So you won't be faithful and you were being tested. You failed that test. That's for somebody else. Somebody's healing some mommy woundings. Like you are feeling like you always need a woman because you were wounded as a kid. Either your mom was very overbearing and they try to control you, and you're learning how to say, "Look, mom, I love you, but I'm in control of my life." That's for somebody else. Your mom was neglectful. A silver Nissan. Your mom was neglectful, or a black Nissan. Your mom was neglectful. So you had a void, and you use your women to fill that void, when in reality you have to fill that void in yourself and know that you are nothing. It was not your fault. You were a kid. Somebody's learning how to stop running from their issues and to face them head on. Communicate with your truth. Respect with respect. Communicate your truth with respect. Be honest and talk about your issues even when they're hard. And stop thinking you're not enough. That is a limiting belief. Why aren't you enough? Why wouldn't you be enough? Because of what? Because of who? Ask yourself that, okay? And somebody's healing fatherhood. So somebody has mommy woundings, and they're you do everything to impress your parent. But if the things are diabolical, then what is there really to impress? I'm not trying to be disrespectful. That's for somebody. For somebody else, you got mother and father woundings. Somebody's trying to impress their dad. You're trying to be a man in Casanova. Casanova meaning you're trying to get the most women, but where has that gotten him? Just alone today, even mistakes and all, you have gotten further on your own than your father has his whole life leaning on women. That's for somebody else. Somebody drives a Benz, okay, a black Benz to be exact. For somebody else, you're learning how to tell your parents that they cannot control your life, that you are controlling your life, and you're going to be with who you want to. Somebody's parents is telling them they can't be with somebody because they have less than them, but no. See, somebody make choices with their bottom. Make choices with this head, not that one. Okay, that's for somebody. I'm about to get up out this energy, and I'm gonna do another message. And yes, so I hope that was able to help you in different ways. If somebody drives a chart, no, that's for my next one. Sorry, guys. So take what resonates and leave the rest behind. And as I always say, remember to pray. Bye, guys.